All right, let's have some more fun with some development features here. So I've got the sound. On slot 1, I'm going to time expand it 5 times. And that'll end up sounding like this. And then on slot 2, I've got the sound, which just rises and falls. And together we got this. And wouldn't it be nice if it did a little envelope follow? So you could use the amplitude here to actually try to match it up. And that's not so bad, but of course there's got to be better ways. So let's just turn that amplitude envelope off. And now you'll see up here, for each of my slots, I've got envelope followers. So because I'm on slot 1, I'm going to subscribe to envelope follower 2. And this is going to be before it hits the effects rack. So it's going to be just whatever the output is. So even if I do multi-timbral stuff, that combined output is basically going to be generating this envelope. And I'm going to, even though I don't really recommend it at this point, I'm going to assign it to the master volume, which is right there. And the reason I'm not really encouraging that is because I have something else in development, which is even better as far as matching the envelopes and doing all that kind of stuff. But this will work in a pinch. And because this is a development version, this isn't very pretty, but it does work. So this is basically a multiplier. So it's taking whatever the envelope output is on slot 2, and it's going to multiply it. I'm going to go up to 6 times, and it's going to assign it to the master volume. And you'll see that this slider here, when I hit play, just follows the envelope. And there's a glide factor here, which basically just smooths it out. So if I turn it off, you'll see it will stutter around as the low frequency sort of modulate it. So the glide allows you to smooth that out. But of course, it doesn't have to just go to master volume. So let's assign it to a macro, and I'll just reset this. And we'll call up a plugin. We'll call up one of the Sound Toys ones. I don't know. Let's go with Alta Boy. And there's also, you'll see here, there's a new little MIDI control. Now, the way little Alta Boy works is basically whatever MIDI that goes into it, that's the pitch it's going to set it at. And in this case, we don't want that. So I'm going to toggle that off. So now the MIDI has no effect. And what we'll do is we'll assign the envelope follower to maybe, let's move pitch, and we'll right click on macro and go pitch. Oh, that's weird. It didn't. Does that work? Oh, that is weird. Okay. I guess maybe that's not working. Maybe that's not something you can automate in Little Alta Boy. Let's try something else. I've got a demo of Pitch Monster. Yeah, we'll try this. So I'll just move semitones. There we go to there. Yeah, Little Alta Boy may not allow you to automate the pitch. It's unfortunate, but anyway. So that's pretty crazy. What else can we do? Well, we could also do something less crazy. We'll call up a reverb here. And we'll do it to the dry wet signal perhaps. So I'll just automate that. So as just to reiterate what's happening here, what happens on slot 2, that envelope that gets emitted is now going to be affecting the wet and the dry signal. So as it gets louder, the wet amount should increase. Like that. And of course I can invert it. So now it will start off wet, and as the sound gets louder, it will go more and more dry. And of course you can adjust the range as well that it's going to modulate. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun once I clean up all the graphics.